Alright, I thought I would do this quick video. I just got back from the pub, so I actually missed this game. This was the first Man United game I've missed in ages, bro. And by the looks of things, 34 shots to 6. And by just rejigging a few highlights from what I've seen, we basically hung on. And we had a good chance at the end, apparently, with Højlund to try and nick a goal. And Van Dijk apparently has been super rattled that we didn't try play football and we're shit, basically. Well, if we were that shit, you should have put the ball in the net. That's the end of it. Now, the funny thing about all of this, the funny thing about all of this stuff is we absolutely have proven, and it's what I've been saying for a while now, that basically, how do I word it? Basically, a lot of these teams in the Premier League, if they had to regularly come up against teams that shithouse it, or teams that make it difficult for people, they probably wouldn't score as many. There'd be a lot less points won. And nowadays, everybody just tries to play lovely football, even if you're the worst team. You play open, expansive, and you end up like Burnley, but people praise them even though they're awful. Now, in terms of Manchester United here, this is obviously pretty unacceptable to just be playing defensive football into someone's tenure. But forget about all of that, Forget about all of that. Think about what this means. This means that if he plays a formation of Amrabat, Maino, he plays Scott McTominay, he plays a solid back line with a keeper, and he tries to keep it tight, that we can keep teams out. So every time we've been shipping 7 goals, every time we've been shipping 5-6 goals, every time we've shipped 15 goals in the Champions League, it's a managerial thing. Now, yes, the players are rubbish, and what he's tried to do is play good football with bad players, and we've got hammered. But your job as the Manchester United manager is to just manage Manchester United and come up with a way of getting as many points as possible. And if this means, like Jose did sometimes, parking the bus and defending properly with actual men behind the ball and a system, that's what you've got to do. Ten Hag, time after time, has failed to put out a proper system. He's forced in Bruno, he's forced in Rashford, he's forced in X and Y. And obviously, over time, it's not worked, has it? I'm not happy with the point at Liverpool. Neither am I bothered about a point at Liverpool. It's just a point. All it really shows is that if push comes to shove, these players and this manager can get a more defensive performance out, and it just showcases how unacceptable it was to be 2 goals up in the Champions League twice and then go on to concede 3. We can play defensively. We do have the personnel to do so. We're just not doing it. We're not putting them out. It was a blessing. It was a total blessing that Bruno Fernandes was not on the pitch today. And people will tell us he's the most important player. He's not. The whole idea is you build a team. Jose could build a team, a defensive team, and Ole could counter-attack. Ten Hag is kind of wishy-washy, not sure what he wants to do. I didn't watch the game, so I can't tell you how it went, but from my impressions, what I'm seeing is low pass accuracy, which means we were probably pressed a lot, a low amount of passes, which means we were probably hoofing it, no possession, 1 shot on target versus this. And okay, we got the point, but again, the final thing to note, the bigger picture is we can do better with this set of players. And the manager should realise this now. It's okay to actually defend if a team is very good at attacking. It's okay when you're 2-0 up to go defensive. Everybody these days in the Premier League and everything is obsessed with this, playing out from the back. They're obsessed with this. You have to play a certain way. And they'll lose for it, and people will applaud them. Burnley will be getting plaudits for how well they try to play on the ball, as opposed to racking up points. The name of the game is points. So Virgil van Dijk can be as salty as he wants. You've won 1 Premier League during COVID, mate. Nobody cares. Those are facts, bro.